We've been down so long, oppressing in our members. Twinkling of an eye, now watch us fly like Delta engines. Man, we beneficial when these laws, they benefit you. I got so much channel aggression towards any law official that say we not the people or any artificial that conjured up an image that is contrary to the scriptures. On that beat like polished brass, lightning bolts coming from his visage. You can approach the throne, but not until I extend the golden scepter. That's right, stay in line. Watch me handle mine.
Something real quick. I know the sister's about to leave, so thank you, sister. Thank you for staying. I know you got to get home to your family and everything like that. But I want to talk about two things. I want to talk about drug use and drug dealing.
Bring it up.
I'm going to say it again. I want to talk about drug use and drug dealing.
Right.
All right? Give me that real quick. 1 Peter chapter 1, verse 13. No, 1 Peter 5 and 8. Is that what I'm talking about? I want be sober, be vigilant. 1 Peter chapter 5, verse 8. Come on.
The book of 1 Peter, chapter 5 and verse 8.
Come on.
Be sober, be vigilant.
The Bible say be sober. Jackson, Mississippi, young black men ain't sober.
Right.
They doing dope, getting high, doing crack,
Right.
promethazine, syrup,
Right.
all that stuff like that. The Bible say you're supposed to be sober. You understand that, my brother right there in the maroon? You understand that? The Bible say black men supposed to be sober. We ain't supposed to be getting high and drunk. Good?
Because your adversary, the devil, as a roaring lion, walketh about, seeking whom he may devour.
Because y'all don't know about the spiritual demon Satan. The spiritual demon Satan waiting for you to get high and be off your Richter.
Right.
What happens to brothers when they get high? They get robbed. You understand? They get hurt. Somebody steal from them. They end up getting set up. Why? Because you drunk and you high. So you can't function. God Ben gave us the solution. He said, don't get drunk and high. Right. He said don't get high because your adversary, the devil, you can't see the devil. He a spiritual demon. So he inhabited other people. He might inhabit the wrong female. Think about how many brothers get high and drunk, go to the club and sleep with a woman that got an STD. Then he mad.
Right.
She gave me that package. Negro, you was high when you hit it.
Bring it up.
You understand what I'm saying? Same thing with a sister. She'll get high, drunk, go to the club, meet some random dude, have a one-night stand, and get pregnant by that Negro.
Right.
Now he don't take care of the kids. He ain't no good. He had crazy. You didn't know that in his bloodline, there was people that dealt with schizophrenia or even Down syndrome. Now your baby born with an illness.
Right.
Because you got high or drunk and went and laid with that dude. This is what the Bible talking about. He said, be sober, be vigilant, because your adversary, the devil, he roaming around like a roaring lion, seeking whom he may devour. Satan want to devour brothers and sisters. He want to devour you. Why? Because give me Romans, one more scripture, Revelation 12 and 12. Why you think Satan want young black men and young black women? Why? I'm going to show you why. Read.
The book of Revelation, chapter 12 and verse 12. Therefore, rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you.
Because the devil coming down on us. Read.
Having great wrath.
And he got great wrath. Read.
Because he knoweth that he have but a short time.
So Satan know that Jesus Christ coming back to rule this earth.
That's right.
He know it.
Right. Bring it up.
So he want to take as many of us as he can. How he do it? When you high and you drunk.
Right.
When you high and you drunk, that's when he sneak in and devour you.
Right.
Now you got a lifetime of heartache and pain. 18 years attached to a man that you never wanted to be with. 21 years having to live with a man that you never wanted to be with, or a woman that you know ain't no good.
Right.
Because we ain't going to sit up here and act like sisters is all that either. Because brothers don't be right, we understand that, but a lot of our sisters ain't right either. You understand what I mean? You know you're a woman, you've been around women, so you understand.
Right.
So the Bible says Satan coming down on us, having great wrath, because he know his time is short. Give me that real quick in Luke 10:16, what Christ said about Satan. 10:18, 16, I seen Satan fall as lightning. Satan fall as lightning. Verse 18, I think it is.
The book of Luke, chapter 10 and verse 18.
That's what Jesus said. Go ahead.
And he said unto them, I beheld Satan as lightning falling from heaven.
Christ said he saw Satan as lightning fall from heaven. Meaning he saw Satan's rulership falling.
That's right.
Being cast down.
Right.
That's the same thing you read in Daniel chapter 7, where the brother read to you earlier. He read to you earlier about God having woolly hair, and he saw the thrones cast down. That's what that means. Because Satan ruled through the white man. Who pushed homosexuality in our community? The white man. Who gave us the drugs? Ain't none of us got no boat to go to Cuba. Ain't none of us got no boat to go to Colombia. Some of us ain't never even been outside Jackson. So how did cocaine get in our neighborhood? We didn't bring it into our neighborhood. They did. Who taught us how to grow marijuana? We ain't know nothing about that. Who taught these young brothers how to weigh on a scale? A white man taught them that first. And then they took it and ran with it, became dope boys, drug dealers. And who let them do that for 5, 10 years? You know, when a black man sells drugs to his community, the white man don't arrest him the first day he catch him doing it. A lot of times he send him back in the community to create other brothers like himself. And as an OG, he'll let him out if he give him 5 or 6 of his young men every year. Our brothers don't know what the hell going on in the community. A lot of your OGs, a lot of your so-called OGs in the hood, they raise y'all young men up, teach you the dope game, and then they give you away to the police every 5 or 6 years. A lot of your OGs in the neighborhood is informants. They teach you how to do dope, cook dope, sell dope, and then they never go to jail, but all their young boys go to jail. How you think that happened? Because a lot of your OGs ain't no OG. The only reason he's still in the hood is because he been selling y'all out for years. And y'all dumb, stupid ass still go out there and sell the damn drugs. And we sit up here telling you, God say be sober, stop doing dope, stop selling dope. And y'all sell it to your own brother. Then our brother's so stupid, they come up here on camera thinking the Arab man gonna let them just sell dope right there. No, they come with a price. He'll let you sell dope right there, but he got your dumb behind on camera. So the police run up in his store and find dope. He'll blame it on you because he got you on camera selling it. How stupid can you be? We not paying attention. Read verse 5 and 8 again. Read 1 Peter 5 and 8 again. Because God, y'all don't know who you dealing with or what you dealing with. We showing you spiritual things. This ain't carnal. We love y'all. This spiritual right here. Read it.
The book of 1 Peter chapter 5 and verse 8. Be sober.
The Bible say be sober. Why God say be sober? Go ahead.
Be vigilant.
And be vigilant means be aware of your surroundings. Go ahead.
Because your adversary, the devil, as a roaring lion, walketh about, seeking whom he may devour.
Now let me show you what Satan said to God, because Satan went to heaven. Because they tell you in church that Satan got kicked out of heaven and he can't go back. No, that ain't true. Go to Job 1 and 6.
That's right.
That ain't true. When Satan went to the heavens to report before God, because Satan got to give a report to God, sis. The devil can't do his own thing. Everybody's subject to the Father. Everybody got to ask permission from the Father. Even the devil got to go to the Father.
The book of Job.
Yes, 1 and 6.
When he asked Job, when Job was going through his little
Absolutely. See, so you read your Bible then, sis.
Yeah, I know the Bible.
So what you doing? You supposed to be with us.
That's right.
You supposed to be with us learning this truth. We need you over here with us. Not teaching out here because you're a sister. But, you know, amongst the congregation. Watch this, read.
Job chapter 1 and verse 6. Now there was a day when the sons of God came to present themselves before the Lord.
There was a day when the sons of God talking about the angels. When the angels came to present themselves before the Lord, go ahead.
And Satan came also among them.
And Satan also came amongst them. And what did he say?
And the Lord said unto Satan, whence cometh thou?
God said, where you coming from, Satan? Read.
Then Satan answered the Lord and said, from going to and fro in the earth, and from walking up and down in it.
Walking up and down in it so he can do what? So he can devour. That's why God said be sober. God giving us the warning. He said, look, y'all can't see what I see. I'm telling you be sober because your adversary, the devil, trying to break y'all down. Trying to destroy your community. And we allow Satan to come into our community. Drugs didn't come into our community from us bringing it, sis. When them brothers pass these state lines, the highway patrolmen know they got drugs on them, but they let them build up a rapport. They let them get high in the dope game, so the higher they are, the higher the risk.
Right.
The higher the risk, the more they'll tell.
Right.
Because if you've been selling dope 10 years and you get caught, that's a lot of time that you're finna do. Exactly. So they say, we don't want you, we want your connect.
Right.
And you say, damn, now I gotta give up the connect. But you don't want to give up the connect because the connect is a killer.
Right.
So now you in straight. Now you gonna either give the connect up to the police or the connect gonna put you to death. You see how we put ourselves in these situations? It's because God told us already to be sober. We not doing it.
Right.
Now we now here struggling because we not doing it. And that's why we suffer the condition that we suffer. It's a lot of brothers and sisters under our voice right now that's heavily involved in the dope game. You do dope? You smoke weed. Why? What does it do for you?
Really?
I mean, I used to smoke a lot. So I'm not condemning you because I used to do it. A lot of us who smoke weed out here.
I smoke weed.
We all used to smoke it.
Some
But
people say, I mean, well, for me, it's basically an escape.
right, escape from what?
Bring it
Your
out.
reality.
Yeah.
Right.
But when your high go down
You come right
and you're
back.
getting the munchies go away because you done ate up everything in the kitchen, what still be there?
Still this problem.
Your
Yeah.
stress is still there.
Yeah.
So
Right.
the dope really helped.
No.
It only cured you for a couple hours. When it really didn't cure you, it took your mind away from it. Now, if your mind is thinking about your bills because your bills is actually due, and then you get high to not think about your bills, what you just do to yourself? You just messed yourself up because the reality is still there. The reality hadn't changed. How we change our reality? Romans 12 and 2. Watch
That's
this.
right.
Romans 12 and 2. This is how we change our reality.
I mean, I'm going through some things right now, but I just prayed about it and I let everything go.
Right, but when you pray, you gotta pray in sobriety. You can't smoke weed and then pray to God. Now, I'm not talking about even when you're sober. That weed, you gotta get it out your system. You gotta stop doing it. That's called repentance.
That's right.
Watch this, read.
Romans chapter 12 and verse 2.
Bring it out.
And be not conformed to this world, but be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind,
That you may do what?
that ye may prove what is that good and acceptable and perfect will of God.
What's the perfect will of God? What's God's will for us on this earth?
Bring it out.
That's the question. Because a lot of time in church, we go and they read that scripture maybe one time out of a year, and you hear it and you're like, I wonder what God's will is. They'll tell you tithing, they'll tell you Christmas or Thanksgiving or Easter, but what they haven't told you is this is God's will. You got it? Read.
Psalms chapter 40 and verse 8.
Bring it out.
I delight to do thy will, oh my God. Yea, thy law is within my heart.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. What God say his will was?
Thy law is within my heart.
Romans 2:18. He said, thy law is within my heart.
That's
What
right.
is God's will? His what? Start with an L. His law.
That's right.
L-A-W. Law. His law. So we supposed to be keeping God's law, like he read about the pants earlier with you. You didn't know that. You wear pants to go to work, right? But you can wear the shirt. You can wear the skirt. You can wear the little knee-high skirt right here, right below your knee, right below your knee. Because I've seen sisters that work at where you work at. I'm not going to say where you work at. But I've seen sisters that I know from our congregation that work there or used to work there, and they let them wear the pencil skirt. You understand? Or the modest skirt right below her knees. You just have to request it. Say, hey, look, it's a part of my religious faith. I know I never told y'all, I was afraid. But now I want to let y'all know it's a part of my religion that I wear long skirts. They might ask you if you're Jehovah's Witness or Pentecostal or whatever. That don't matter. It don't matter. You know, they ain't none of their business. But, you know, you want to dress modest because you want to please God.
That's right.
You see what I'm saying? But when you don't, when you're not, you don't have the spark to please God, or you don't know how to please God, then you're just out here walking blind. And therefore, your adversary, the devil, is trying to devour you.
Right.
Watch
Right.
this, read.
Romans 2 and verse 18.
Bring it out.
And knoweth his will,
You know God's will, read.
and approveth the things that are more excellent, being instructed out of the law.
Being instructed out of the law. That's what God's will is. It's in the law.
Right. That's right.
Like the Sabbath day the brother taught you.
Right.
Like the pants that the brother taught you.
Right.
You understand? Now, when you smoke weed, what are you doing to your temple?
Well, messing it up.
Right. Why? What is it? What is it that's messing it up? Okay, here we go.
The book of 1 Corinthians chapter 3 and verse 16.
Bring it out.
Know ye not that ye are the temple of God?
So you the temple of God. We used to have a temple back in the day that we would go to. When Christ died, the temple was destroyed later on in 70 AD. The Israelites don't have a physical temple to go to like we had back then where we would do our sacrifice and all that. Now God dwells in us. So we his temple. You understand what I'm saying? Go ahead.
And the Spirit of God dwelleth in you. If any man defile the temple of God,
You defile God's temple. How you defile it? Smoking,
Right.
getting drunk,
Right.
eating pork, shrimp, lobster. That's how you defile it. Even fornication. Having sex with a whole bunch of men.
Right.
Men having sex with a whole bunch of different women and getting STDs.
Teach
You
that.
defiling God's temple.
That's right.
Come on.
him shall God destroy.
And God destroy us. He give us STDs. He give us cancer. These things happen to us because we break God's laws. God
Right.
don't want us breaking his laws. You understand what I'm saying? These are the things we haven't really been taught in our communities, therefore we do it. Like for instance, what you said is what I used to say. When I was smoking weed, it was because I was stressed out.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? When I was smoking weed, when I was getting high, it was because I had things going on in my life that was causing me to be depressed. So I thought that the weed could somehow relieve that, and I like the feeling, right? You know what I'm saying? Like, so we do drugs sometimes, or sometimes we may drink a lot of alcohol to get away from the reality that we got to face the next morning when we go to work because we hate our job. You understand what I'm saying? Our mama's sick with cancer. Mama, the only one took care of you. Now she's sick with cancer. You don't know how to handle it. You ain't never known how to handle it. So guess what you do? You say, man, hey, fire one time, bro. I'm going through it. Hey, bring them bottles over, bro. You got that?
Bring it up.
Bring it with you, man. I'm going through it, man. I just need some relief.
Right.
You understand? But in doing that, guess what? You're going by the wrong means to get your relief. Our relief is supposed to come from God. And I ain't talking about Christianity. I ain't talking about white Jesus. This don't exist. This is something the white man made up in the 1400s and forced on our ancestors. That don't make sense. That's not real.
Right.
You understand? I'm talking about what the Bible actually say. Watch this. Read it again for me.
Know ye not that ye are the temple of God, and that the Spirit of God dwelleth in you?
You know how the Spirit of God dwell in black people? Look at all the stuff we went through. Look at all that. If the white man credit score dropped 20 points, he gonna jump off the Empire State Building. He can't take what we take. You understand what I'm saying? We go through it, what we do? Man, I'm finna go to sleep. Black man lose his job, psh, man, I'm finna go to sleep. You know what I'm saying? We wake up and figure it out the next day. You feel me? We are strong people. So God said, that's how you know God's Spirit in us. Look at LeBron James, Michael Jordan, the athletes, the rappers, the entertainers, the intellectuals, all these great black men, great black women over the time, over history. It's because God's Spirit in us.
Right.
You can't go through 400 years of slavery and still be great like us without God being with you.
Right.
That's why they said, teach them God white. So they won't identify with Jesus. You understand? Read it again.
Know ye not that ye are the temple of God, and that the Spirit of God dwelleth in you? If any man defile the temple of God, him shall God destroy.
That's why we so destroyed. That's why we fight. We always fight. Look at the trash. They had the whole trash thing that happened in Jackson. You don't read about that happening in no other community. You know, it's only one other place that the trash is as bad as Jackson. It's a place called Juba, South Sudan. I'm doing a radio show for South Sudan because we got brothers over there. I'm teaching them online. And I said, let me look up their city that they in. It's the trashiest city in East Africa. I said, God dang. I said, that's the same thing we going through in Jackson, Mississippi. Jackson, or United States of America, is a first world country. South Sudan is a third world country.
Right.
And they got just as much trash in their street as we got in our streets.
Right.
In the first world country, this the #1 country on the planet Earth. You mean to tell me somebody can't send a grant through here to pick up the damn trash?
Right. Bring it up.
You understand what I'm saying? It's because we God's people. Deuteronomy 28:16. We God's people. We don't know it, so we suffer the curses that God put on us because of our disobedience.
Right.
Look at all the politicians we got. I know you got to leave. Look at all the politicians we got. All these years, the Jesse Jacksons and the Dr. Umar Johnsons, which are some very intellectual brothers. All right, sis. All these black intellectuals we got, great speakers, great orators, but the things they've been teaching us hasn't really given our community the benefits that it needs. So we still searching. This is why we go into other religions, drugs, gangs, sororities, fraternities, sports. We get in all these things because we don't know really what we need to be grasping to get ourselves back how we need to be. Because we know what we're supposed to be, but yet we find ourselves not there. You understand what I mean, family? Watch this, read.
Deuteronomy 28 and verse 16. Cursed shalt thou be in the city.
So this is one of God's curses he put on his chosen people. He said, cursed shall thou be in the city. Look at our city. Look at our streets. You go to Brandon, you go to Pearl, you go to Madison, it don't look like this. Come on, let's just be 1,000. It don't look like this. It don't smell like this. It ain't drugs being sold out there. Or if it is, you know, some white boy selling it in his dorm room. You know what I'm saying? It ain't being sold out on the street like in our community. So God said that's one of the curses that's on us, family, is that we broke God's commandments. So now we cursed in the city. Go ahead.
And cursed shalt thou be in the field.
When you look at the cotton field, you say, well, how did Mississippi become the 4th largest economy in the world in the 1850s? What happened? It's because black men and black women picked cotton 200 years for free. 250 years we picked cotton for free, and that's what made Mississippi the 4th largest economy in the world in the 1850s. Y'all ain't hearing me. Mississippi the poorest state now, But in the 1850s, when your ancestors picked cotton for free, it was the 4th largest economy on the planet.
Right.
Yeah, big money. Now, what you see, those same descendants of those people who own slave plantations, now guess what they do? They own your corporation, they own your government. Then they say, we ain't even got to go through the Democratic Party. We can just create a judicial system in the middle of Jackson.
Right.
They just created a judicial system in the middle of Jackson. You know that, right, brother? You know that. You know what the state did, don't you? You know they created their own judicial system in Jackson. You know that? Well, now your mayor has no say. Your governor has no say.
Right.
It's whatever the white man say.
Right.
He can throw you in jail, get his own court-appointed judge, and y'all didn't know that? Y'all got to pay attention to what's going on around you. Y'all so stuck in this oppression that you can't see clearly.
Right.
Your eyes have been blinded. 28-29.
Deuteronomy 28 and verse 29.
Right.
And thou shalt grope at noonday as the blind groping in darkness.
So if you ever seen a blind man in darkness, the Bible said we walking around looking for our path like a blind man that cannot see. We searching, we touching, moving. You understand? Asking questions. What is? What is? And we still suffering. The Bible said that's because we groping at noonday as the blind grope in darkness. Like, look at this. Look. You only hear this all day in the black community. Look at that. All day in the black community. All day, every day in the black community, you hearing sirens, gunshots, mamas crying, burglaries, alarms going off, police department riding through. All that happened in the black community 24/7. That's all you hear. You hear it so much you think it's your ringtone. Oh, my phone must be ringing. No, that's the ambulance. What you talking about?
Right.
That's how much you used to that. You become numb to death. Every day you go on the news, another black man dead. Another black man dead. The police just killed a black man in Jackson.
Bring it out.
Don't nobody care. Oh, well, we just so used to it. Just a couple weeks ago, or a month or two ago, a little 14-year-old girl, raped, body found in the back of a car, abandoned car. Nobody care. Jackson's so used to death, it's just like, Ray Ray died. Oh, Ray Ray died? Damn. Oh, Cud died? Damn. That's all we so numb to it. All we see is death.
Right.
Until it happened to us, or one of our family members, then we asking God why. God know that. That's why God trying to get you to change before it happened.
Right.
It happened in our community because we don't believe God for real.
Right.
We'll see the oppression. We'll see when Donald Trump came in office, all y'all black folks were mad as hell. Right. Donald Trump racist. Oh my God, this is a racist country. You ain't know that?
Right.
You ain't been know that? What you think the ghettos is? That's a racist institution.
Right.
That's why they call your hood the projects.
That's right. Right. Bring it out.
That's why they call the hood the projects. It's an experiment.
Right.
When they created the projects, before they did it, they got a whole bunch of lab rats, put them in close confinements and compartments, and watched them start to hurt each other.
Bring it out.
Get angry towards one another. The ghetto or the projects was made to experiment on you.
Right.
And look at you. You have no idea what's going on in your own surroundings, your own community.
Bring it out. Right.
None whatsoever. Read it again. What did God say?
And thou shalt grope at noonday as the blind groping in darkness.
So just like a blind man groping darkness, he don't know where he going. That's what black folks is in Jackson, Mississippi.
Right.
We just had a trash crisis. Everybody was in an uproar.
Right.
Now everything done calmed down. Black folk back to killing each other.
Right.
Back to selling dope to each other. Back to sleeping with other men and wives.
Right.
Police killing us in the street. We killing each other in the street.
Bring it out.
Like what's up with the black man? Why he always got to die young? Well, they say that old stupid ass saying, the good die young. That's dumb as hell. How is it good that you died at a young age? How is that good? That's stupidity.
That's right.
But this is the thing that we doing in our communities and we see happening in our community every single day.
Right.
So the Bible said we do what?
And thou shalt grope at noonday as the blind groping in darkness.
Go ahead.
And thou shalt not prosper in thy ways. And thou shalt be only oppressed and spoiled evermore.
So brother right here, my brother right here with the dreads. So what's going on in Jackson right now, fam? Murder? Say where you from? You from the coast, what, Biloxi? Huh? I can't hear what you're saying, bro. You walk? Oh shit. My daddy live in Moss Point. Moss Point the hood too.
Right.
Moss Point just as bad as Jackson, if not worse.
Right.
And it's smaller. You know Moss Point gutter as hell. Brothers dying in Moss Point every day. You know it, that's why you laughing, because it's real. So what I'm showing you is the same thing going on in Jackson, going on in Meridian, Moss Point, Clinton, Brandon, wherever black folks at, it's some murder and some debauchery going on.
That's right.
Why? Because God said we grope at noonday as the blind gropeth in darkness.
Right.
We don't know who we are, mama. So now we kill our own brother. Blood touching blood. Hosea 4:1, in my last scripture.
Bring it up.
Hosea chapter 4, verse 1. We think it's sweet out here. Ain't that right, sis? Our people think it's sweet out here. We just had a trash crisis a couple months ago, and all black folks was mad. Our water was jacked up last summer. Everybody was mad. Now you think things cool? The M-Bar put $3 million into it. Now your ass back partying. You done forgot about all the shit we done went through the last 2 years.
Right.
And you say, shoot, but the M-Bar though. The M-Bar turned up, y'all. Y'all went to the M-Bar, and Negroes have been getting killed in the M-Bar since 2012.
Bring it out.
They shut free lines down because Negroes were getting killed there.
Right. It up.
We were worried about trash and our water 2 months ago. Now we talking about shaking our ass at the M-Bar because they got a new VIP.
Right.
Black folks stupid as hell. Read it again.
Hosea chapter 4 and verse 1.
Bring it up.
Hear the word of the Lord, ye children of Israel.
So God talking to you black people in Jackson, Mississippi. But the Bible calls you the children of Israel.
That's right.
You understand? Go ahead.
For the Lord hath a controversy with the inhabitants of the land.
God said he got a problem with black people in Jackson. That's why black people in Jackson going through so much hell, because God in heaven got a problem with you.
Right.
I know you ain't used to hearing this. You used to hear a song and dance from your pastor.
Right.
Because all your pastor do is politic. He don't want you to leave because that tithe money going to leave. So he tell you what you want to hear. We ain't going to tell you what you want to hear. We're going to tell you thus saith the Lord.
That's right.
Your pastor going to sugarcoat things so he can get your money out your pocket. That's why he tell you what you want to hear. Your season coming. Your season is supposed to be that came 40 seasons ago. 25 seasons ago, your grandma's season was came. 25 years ago, your grandma was supposed to get that miracle. She been sowing the seed every single Sunday for 25 years.
Right.
Now, pastor dead and gone, and guess who just so happened to be the pastor next? His son.
Right.
His son was called by God too. And let me guess, his son gonna be called by God too.
Right.
So somehow y'all gonna put all three generations through college. 3 generations live in a good neighborhood in Madison because your grandma been giving tithe for 35 years. Come on, man. When y'all gonna wake up?
That's right.
When we gonna wake up, young kings? How long we gonna let these people lie to us, man? I don't understand it. Then y'all get mad at us. Y'all wanna put guns on us, kill us for telling the truth.
Right.
Bring it
Read
up.
it again. Hosea 4 and 1.
Hosea chapter 4 and verse 1. Hear the word of the Lord, ye children of Israel.
Like a young man gotta have a strap hanging out his pocket. He got the extendo clip. Who you finna use the extendo clip on?
Bring it out.
I'm curious. The black man got extendo clip hanging out his pocket. Who you finna use it on?
Bring it out.
You damn sure ain't finna use it on your oppressors.
That's right.
Bring
You
it up.
gonna use that shit on your own brethren.
Right.
You gonna use that extendo clip 100-round drum on your own brother look just like you.
Right.
Right.
You and bro went to school together, grew up, went to high school together, played on the same basketball team, graduated high school, both took up 2 different sets. Now y'all shooting each other at damn M-Bar.
Bring it up.
Free lines. Black Diamond, whatever the hell club. I don't know. I don't go to these damn clubs. Whatever the club name is. Y'all go from being best friends playing video game together to enemies 5 years later because of the dope game. Go ahead.
Because there is no truth.
And then he gave you the reason why he mad at you. God telling you why he pissed off at us. Because ain't nobody telling the truth.
Right.
You go to the church and your pastor say, Jesus Christ's color don't matter. But if somebody robbed his house, he gonna tell you what color he was.
Bring it out.
Right.
Somebody robbed the church, he gonna tell you what color he was.
Right.
And y'all gonna keep on going in there, dumb, stupid as hell.
Right.
Keep on going in there getting lied to every year.
Right.
Keep on going to these churches, getting lied to. No, they robbing our community. When the trash crisis was going on, what was the church?
Bring it out. That's right.
Black on black crime in the community, where the church at? Abortion is going on in the community, where the church at?
Right.
You going through something, you need some help, where the pastor at? That big ass church right over there, New Horizon, bringing in millions of dollars every year. You come across the street, it's the ghetto.
That's
Bring it
right.
up.
All that money they bringing in off our people. And you come right across the street and there's potholes in the middle of the damn parking lot.
Right.
Crack pipes in the middle of the parking lot.
Right.
Then you bring your 1, 2, 3, 4, 5-year-old son walking through here with you, and all he sees is crack pipe, and he think that's reality.
Right.
He think that's how society's supposed to be. Right. When we gonna wake up as a people?
Right. That's right.
Read it again.
Hit it work. Because there is no truth.
So your pastor lying, your mama lied to you growing up, your brothers lied to you growing up.
Right.
Read.
No mercy.
And ain't no mercy in Jackson. Ain't no mercy in Jackson.
Right.
How you know there ain't no mercy? 3 police officers just killed a brother, tased him to death, tased him 80 times.
Right.
No mercy. You understand that? No mercy. Ain't no mercy in Jackson.
Right.
Y'all drive by, shoot each other in Jackson every damn week. Every damn week. Every year, Jackson over 120 murders.
Right.
Every year, Jackson lead the country in murders.
Right.
Smaller than city is.
Right.
Then we come out here to tell you about it. I don't want to hear it. Cut that off. Cut them brothers off. Call the police on them brothers. That's what y'all do. Because y'all don't want change.
Right.
Many of you don't want change.
Right.
Read it again.
Because there is no truth,
Read.
nor mercy,
Read.
nor knowledge of God in the land.
Ain't no knowledge of God in this land. Y'all don't know God's commandments. That's why you sleep from woman to woman to woman and think a condom gonna protect you. How many times a condom break?
Bring it up.
Once them fluids hit your fluids, your ass got that sickness.
Right.
Y'all don't understand that? You think a condom gonna protect you? Right where they said birth control don't stop your dick from falling off. That what he said on Boys in the Hood. Boys in the Hood? That what he did. He said, look, birth control ain't gonna stop your penis from falling off.
Right.
You understand that? The Bible telling you straight here, right here. No knowledge of God in the land, read.
By swearing.
Oh, black folks in Jackson love to swear. You know what the black man say in Jackson? On God, Jew. On my mama, Jew.
Right.
On everything I love. Know his ass lying. Read.
By swearing and lying
Damn.
and killing and stealing
Read.
and committing adultery.
Read.
They break out
And what?
and blood touches blood.
What happened in Jackson, Mississippi?
Blood touches blood.
Bible said blood touching blood.
Right.
In Jackson, Mississippi, it don't matter. You ain't off limits. If I want some money in Jackson, you could be a family member. It don't matter. I need that blood. It's a rapper that say, get it in blood. I forgot what his name was. Pooh Shiesty. He said, get it in blood. Ain't he dead? Or he in jail. So somebody got him, huh? Now he in jail getting blood.
Right.
He getting blooded in jail. Because y'all look up to these rappers and these entertainers, and they teaching y'all lies. Half of these rappers that talk about selling drugs do not sell drugs, brothers.
Right.
They millionaires now. They in the public eye now. They not doing what they telling you in their songs that they doing.
Right.
Stop being stupid. Stop being black.
Right.
Wake up and get some intelligence.
Right.
They not doing what they telling you to do in this music. This music is horrible. And it's destroying you.
Right.
Y'all, a lot of y'all listen to NBA Youngboy. He trash.
Right.
Somebody will get mad at me, want to hurt me. He trash. NBA Youngboy trash.
Right.
It is what it is. Tell him pull up. We'll tell him to his face, stop making that crap. Matter of fact, he came on our clubhouse room.
Right.
And we told him stop making that bullshit. Because it's trash.
Right.
You understand? Read it one more time, that last part.
They break out and blood touches blood.
So we asking all your community leaders, all your pastors, bring us into your church. Let us have a discussion with you.
Right.
If you tired of blood touching blood in Jackson, it's time for us to wake up and repent as the Israelites.
That's right.
You ain't getting the kingdom of heaven till you repent as an Israelite. It is what it is. I know you hurt. I know it hurt your feelings. Because you thought you was on your path to heaven by going to that church. Nope.
Right.
Ain't no way, boy.
Right.
Ain't no way. You're not getting into the kingdom of heaven going to these lying churches.
Right.
You think paying your tithe, you think, give me that Acts 8 and 20. A lot of y'all think tithe money gonna get y'all in the kingdom. Or going to church one time a year on Easter because grandma asked you to. You know grandma gonna be mad at you. Man, you know, I ain't been to church. Let me go and take grandma to church on Easter Sunday.
Right.
Then you go up in there, wear a pink suit, a yellow-green suit, polka-dotted damn suit and dress, and you feel good about yourself, and you go right back to your sin right after. Matter of fact, you eat pork, shrimp, and lobster right afterwards.
Right.
Crawfish boil right afterwards. They say Louisiana broil.
Right.
Come on, man, read.
The book of Acts, chapter 8 and verse 20. But Peter said unto him, thy money perish with thee.
Bible says your money gonna perish with you. God don't want your damn money.
Right.
He made money.
Right.
You understand why he needs your money? Go ahead.
Because thou hast thought that the gift of God may be purchased with money.
Y'all think God's gift come with money? Y'all think if you got to give me that godliness is great game. Yeah, 1 Timothy 6:5. A lot of y'all think because you pay your tithes every Sunday, that automatically gets you in the kingdom of heaven. That ain't in the Bible. That's your pastor.
That's right.
That's your pastor 1 verse 1. That's nigga pastor chapter 1 verse 1. Thou must pay thy tithes to get the kingdom of heaven. That's what your pastor teach you. That ain't in the Bible.
Right.
Nowhere in the Bible tell you got to get this raunchy pastor who looking at the little girls on the front row,
Right.
hoping they have their legs open so he can see. You got to give him money to get the kingdom of heaven. That's stupid. That don't make no sense.
Bring it out.
Hey,
1 Timothy chapter 6 and verse 5. Perverse disputings of men of corrupt mind,
your pastor got a corrupt mind and he done corrupted your mind. Go ahead.
and destitute of the truth, supposing that gain is godliness.
That's what your pastor tell you. He said, oh, if you get something good, it's because you sold your 10%. Ask him in the Bible where it say give him 10%. Ask him.
Bring it out. Bring it out.
He gonna say, well, a man robbed God, you done robbed me through tithes and offering. Tell him keep on reading down. Tithes and offering was food and lettuce and oil and wine.
Bring it out.
When you read the Bible, tithing is food.
Right.
They would give food into the storehouse, so if a famine came, you had enough food to eat.
Right.
That's what the storehouse. Come on, man. I'm sick of
Bring it
these
out,
damn.
Cap.
Bro,
That's right.
read it again. Hey, come on, I said, man. Come on, if I go off on these folks.
1 Timothy chapter 6 and verse 5. Perverse disputings of men of corrupt minds, and destitute of the truth, supposing that gain is godliness.
That's what you've been taught in your churches. Sow a seed so that your harvest will come. But your harvest still ain't came.
That's right.
You've been sowing a seed for 25 years in these churches, yet the pastor congregation get bigger, his car get nicer, his wallet get fatter, and you still broke.
Right. Bring it out.
Can't even get your trash picked up in your community. But the pastor living good, he out in Madison, so the trash thing don't affect him. You understand? That's what we trying to show y'all. Wake up. You're not getting the kingdom of heaven because you give a certain percentage of your bank account.
Right.
You don't get the kingdom of heaven by doing what God tell you to do.
Right.
You finish that?
That's right.
Go ahead.
From such withdraw thyself.
God said leave these churches.
Right.
Leave them.
Right.
Because they lying to you.
What is a nation? Nation is family. Nation is community. Nation is men leading by example. Nation is women's support. Nation is children with role models. Nation is unity. Nation is